Now, it's a public holiday and motorists are making their way to various destinations. Nqobile Madlala is out and about keeping an eye on things for us. She joins us now live from the M2 highway. Nqobile, good morning to you and happy holiday. How's it looking on the road this morning?
Well, Dimela, at this moment we are seeing a couple of people driving home. I mean, we know this is the area where most cars will pass through here on the M2. We do know that it leads just further down to the N3. I just want to show you, these are some of just people just driving home. So we're mostly expecting some of like public transport to be driving past here with quite a number of people. We do know this is the time where a lot of people tends to go home, but it's also a holiday that's quite important to South Africa. So a lot of people will be flocking towards the coastal areas. So the M2 leading down to the N3 as well as leading to the N1. This is quite a busy street, but we are seeing some of the numbers showing that there are people going in. So obviously over the time we'll see more and more of those taxis. But I just want to bring in Wayne Minard of JMPD. So we've seen quite a number of people that you've interacted with as they were passing. Are we going to see more numbers?
Yes, definitely. We're expecting volumes to peak at about midday with a lot of traffic on the Mike 2 going and then joining the N3 towards KZN. Also from this M2 filling station and then going N3 North and then November 1 North on to the Limpopo area. So traffic volumes are likely to peak at about midday, and then the appeal is for motorists to be cautious. We are not going to have accidents and deaths, fatalities. We don't want fatalities this year. Motorists must comply with the speed limit. Public transport must comply with the regulations, not to overload, and also to ensure that their vehicles should be roadworthy at all times. For other drivers also, we are not going to tolerate speeding. Alcohol is a problem this time of the year because of the festivities where people tend to take a drink and then chance it onto the road and drive. There will be operations, and anyone over the limit will be arrested and they will be taken for a blood sample, and then they will be taken to a police station where they will be processed and then only be granted bail after they have sold.
Mr. Minard, how are you going to be dealing with drunken driving? I mean, we heard from the minister quite concerned yesterday talking about the fact that also the pedestrians are also affected by drunken driving as well as people that would drink and be on the road. How are you going to be dealing with that this festive season?
Yes, for any person who is walking drunk is a threat to themselves and to the motorist, because when a person has consumed alcohol, the judgment is affected. Then they take a chance and cross busy roads or freeways. So any person who is a threat on the road will be arrested, and then they will be taken to a police station and charged for contravening regulation and for being an obstruction or danger to the motorist as well as for themselves.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Minard. Oh, there you have it, Mr. Minard, just letting us know that there will be that zero tolerance again on the road as holiday makers make their way towards the coastal as well as towards Limpopo on this M2, as well as some of the people driving home. But they were saying that they will have some operations to ensure that there is that safety for those that are driving for such long distance.
Yeah, such important work they've been done by law enforcement and couldn't be needed at this time. And Nqobile Madlala, thank you so much for bringing us this coverage out there in the M2 highway.